decided to get into a topic that seems to be creating quite a buzz out there on social media.
Definitely.
And that's the topic of
Meghan Markle and Prince
our
Harry
good
there.
old Prince Harry.
Yes, their interview with Oprah.
So tell me, Khadija, what was your initial reaction to the video?
My initial reaction to the video was I wonder how her mom is feeling seeing this video.
Her mom's Doria Raglan. I think her mom they seem to be super close. So I imagine that her mom already knew most of those situations. I would hope that she did. But for me, as a mom, it's sad. You want your kids to be happy.
Yeah.
And having her recount some of those stories of she felt so alone, so hurt, so misunderstood, so judged. And clearly, I sensed feelings of inadequacy.
Yeah.
As a mom, that would be painful.
Look, they've hunted my mom down.
Right.
And
she didn't speak to the tabloids.
You've never heard her say a word. She's remained in silent dignity for 4 years, watching me go through this.
I think, when I think of you and I think of my relationship with my daughter. I think that's what a mother does.
Yeah.
You stand up, you protect, you do what you have to do, and you think you protect only a baby, but here's Meghan's mom, Doria, having to still be a protector. It's precious, though. I thought that's really precious that even though she may feel she doesn't have that bond with her dad, she doesn't have that sort of comfort with him, that at least with one parent, it should be both, but at least with one parent she feels that sense of security.
But like how difficult that would be to sit by silently, you want to say
extremely difficult. Extremely difficult.
You want to say something, but you can't.
It's a sign of maturity as well, because I'm sure her mom knows that to speak will probably do more harm than to be silent.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah. And nobody talks about the big change in her life. Her mom has had to change her life, probably let go of her friendships to protect her friends.
Yeah.
She's definitely had to change her entire life. I think she had to resign the job she had, so that she too, she would be like a obvious target. I suspect her mom would have tried to prepare her as best she could, but it's like anything new that you go into, you think you are prepared until you get into it and realize it's just not what you thought it would be.
Speaking to Oprah, the Duchess of Sussex described a world that left her isolated and feeling trapped.
I remember so often people within the firm would say, well, you can't do this because it'll look like that. You can't, can I go and have lunch with my friends? No, you're oversaturated, you're everywhere. And I said, I've left the house twice in 4 months. I'm everywhere, but I am nowhere. And from that standpoint, I continued to say to people, I know there's an obsession with how things look, but has anyone talked about how it feels? Because right now, I could not feel lonelier.
Meghan's mental health, that concerned me.
Yeah.
Just recently, we celebrated International Women's Day. And during our COVID or pandemic, we've been talking a lot about mental health and wellness, mental well-being. And to hear someone who is in the palace, a member of the crown, be experiencing a mental health episode and not having the ability to have some basic support during a difficult time is sad. And interesting that we think that we need to make mental health resources available to people who don't have access, and here you have someone who should have access,
right,
but doesn't, because she couldn't just call up a random counselor. She couldn't, and so she should have been provided support. It's no wonder, and it's funny because for me life is no different in the palace as a member of royalty as it is for any of us. There were limitations as well, and potentially this could have ended really badly.
Yeah, definitely. The bigger thing that it tells me too is how pervasive mental health can be, and challenges with mental health can be, because You know, sometimes people, women or men, really, we have that illusion that when I become wealthy or when I have, you know, everything my heart can desire, I will no longer be sad. I would be so happy, right? And it's clear that that's not necessarily the case. It could happen to anyone. So that's why it's so important to surround yourself with, or to have a balanced life, right? To
whether you are wealthy,
right,
middle income, low income, or wealthy.
Yeah.
It's critical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Balance is important. And as women, we need to maybe have a heightened awareness because we are natural givers. You can imagine her as a woman going into that situation and wanting to be the best wife, wanting to be the best daughter-in-law, wanting to be the best, you know, just not necessarily focusing so much on what she was experiencing and selfishly thinking of that, but focusing on wanting to be this person, right? And you really have to look inside and think, okay, how am I doing? And check in.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the racism, the very blatant racism.
Yeah.
Now, some people looking at the video may say that, may still feel that it doesn't exist and may still say that they have never seen it and not experienced it, but it's real. I'm a person of color, especially living in North America. This is what I live every day. I experience it by the looks people give me, by the way I'm treated when I go to certain stores. You know, you have all these what we call microaggressions that take place
subtle racism
on a day-to-day basis. So it's real. So can you imagine her going into this organization, predominantly white, and knowing that there will be whispers, perhaps even among the wait staff, about this black woman coming in and tarnishing, you know, the lineage and all that stuff. And, you know, linking the racism, the subtle racism with mental health. It's just, she's different. She's different. And there would be mutters, there would be comments. To think that there wouldn't be would be to be quite naive, actually.
Because even if it's like to make not that we have to make an argument for race, but to kind of bring it down to the understanding of everyone, she is not she's not a part of the royal family.
She's a commoner.
So yeah, so the moment that she's coming in to their family, that on its own, you know, and then you add the fact that she is biracial.
Yes. Yeah. So there was, I can clearly see before the interview, and I guess even clearer now, how much she had to overcome and deal with.
Yeah.
One of the things that keeps me mentally healthy is being able to reach out to my mother, reach out to my daughter.
I was about to say.
I have a very wonderful network of women in my life. I have a Canadian network, I have a Trinidadian network, and then I have an international network because I have friends who I can reach out to in different parts of the world. That keeps me mentally healthy, among other things, among exercise and eating well and sleeping and prayer. Well, I should have put that first because God really is the center of my life. Really, that is my source.
Yeah.
And I can imagine not being able to pick up the phone. Well, she could have prayed. And so I'm sure that she spent a lot of time spiritually, you know, digging deep to her beliefs.
That's probably what got her through.
Probably one of the things.
Yeah.
But for me, one of the reasons why I know she would have struggled with her mental health is because she was unable
to reach out
to her network of girlfriends.
And God knows that. God knows that we were not, you know, like, why did he give Adam Eve, right? He knew that we need that human connection. And myself as well, like when I go through times when I, you know, get down, I don't get depressed, but when I get down is the same thing. Like I listen to gospel, I read the Bible, I try to recenter myself to focus on the bigger picture because life can certainly get you down.
Imagine me. when I feel overwhelmed, sometimes I just go to bed. If I'm really exhausted, I go to bed. Could you imagine someone from the firm saying to me, sorry, Deborah, you can't go
sleep.
now. Now is not a time to lay down. Like, we would have a problem. Houston, we would have a problem. In a nutshell. I think people are going to have different opinions about the interview. I absolutely believe that what she has shared is absolutely true. I think it is her lived experience. It's her real. This is what she experienced in the palace. And I think, especially for Harry, seeing what his mom went through. I think it was absolutely the best decision they could make. And right now, they should focus their efforts and energy on their family, their nuclear family, and perhaps building a new support, a new network of support.
New memories.
And we'll see where it goes from there. Thank you.
Comment below, let us know what you thought of the interview. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for your support. We really do appreciate it.
And you baby boomers out there. You aunties and uncles, my friends, you baby boomers. Talk to your children. Talk to somebody who's young and techie, and they can help you. Open an Instagram account. And sign up. Subscribe to YouTube.
Follow us on Instagram.
Get with it, guys. We gotta try to keep up.
And it's the same name, DebandDija on everything, so we're easy to find.
And I know you can do this. Let's make it happen.
DebandDija.
Signing out. See you next time.
Bye.